Thank you. We have another awesome guest that I don't know if you knew was going to be here, but he's one of the greatest mayors in America. He is our mayor. Please welcome an American hero, Mayor Rudy Giuliani.
Tell you, could you please get a little more excited? All right! Wow! Wow! Do you think in a million years Hillary Clinton could draw a crowd like this? This is the enthusiasm that's all around the country. I've traveled all around the country with Donald Trump, and what you see here tonight, with thousands of people still outside, this is going on from coast to coast. You just heard our party chairman from Wisconsin. Did you know I'm from New York? And right after me is going to be Senator Sessions, the great senator from Alabama. Well, this is a movement. This is a movement that's going on all across the United States. And the reason is simple. We believe and we know that Donald Trump can change the direction of this country from the wrong direction to the right direction. You know that. I know that. The enthusiasm level for him is 5 times the enthusiasm level for Hillary, what's her name? And you can't measure that in polls. You can't measure that in polls. If we have a poll that's even, right? 45 her, 45 him, her 45 are voting for her like this. His 45 are voting for him with the enthusiasm that you have. The only way Hillary Clinton could get this kind of enthusiasm is if she got the Clinton Foundation to pay some people off to go to a rally. Did you ever believe she was as big a crook as she turns out to be? I didn't. 5 months ago, I appeared on the Hannity Show, and I pointed out 13 crimes she committed with the use of her emails. I keep adding to that list of crimes. I no longer have room on my phone, which I keep secure. And when I served in the Department of Justice for 17 years, a lot of it with Senator Sessions, I never once took a top secret piece of material out of my office. I stayed there until 4 in the morning and worked on it. I would never in a million years put top secret information on a private cell phone. She was found to be extremely careless by the director of the FBI. That was the nicest thing he could say about her. We are supposed to elect someone as president of the United States who has been proven to be extremely careless with our national security secrets? If I tried to hire her as an assistant U.S. attorney, I wouldn't be able to do it because she couldn't pass the background check. If you can't pass the background check to be an assistant U.S. attorney or an FBI agent, she's not going to pass the background test to be president because you're the ones who do that background test. Well, we all know what's wrong with Hillary Clinton. No reason for me to dwell on it any longer because I'd be here for hours. Let me tell you what's right about Donald Trump. Donald Trump knows how to fix things. Donald Trump knows how to change things. Donald Trump is a man who looks at a problem and what he says is, how can I solve it? How can I solve the problem of thousands and thousands and ultimately millions of people pouring into this country, creating a security risk of mass proportions and taking jobs away from Americans? He says to himself, how can I solve that problem? Not how do I fool you? How do I manipulate you? He doesn't talk in political bull you-know-what. He talks straight, he talks honest, and he tells you the truth. And he looks at the problem of immigration and he says, how can I solve it? And he looks at the problem of jobs, that we don't have enough jobs in this country, that people aren't getting the raises they deserve, and they haven't been getting the raises they deserve for the last 10 years. He sees us losing jobs to China, to other countries with trade deals that were stupid, that trade deals where we gave away everything and we got nothing in return. He looks at that and he says, how can I solve it? Not for him, but for the American people. For you. He looks at the Middle East and he sees an Ayatollah who has threatened to destroy the state of Israel, an Ayatollah who continues to say death to Americans, an Ayatollah who's taking his boats and bringing them perilously close to our boats. You know why he's doing that? Because the Ayatollah knows he can push Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama all around the world, and they're not going to do anything about it. They drew too many red lines in the sand and threatened to do something and backed off for anyone to have any fear that they are going to act with force. You don't have to worry about Donald Trump. Nobody's going to push him around. And that means nobody is going to push the United States of America around. No more. No more. No more members of our military having to bow down and having pictures of that sent to us. No more. No more ransom. We don't pay ransom. That's what we have our special forces for. We go get our people out. And we don't leave them behind the way she did in Benghazi. Her gross negligence in securing that mission, her and Obama's failure to act swiftly and quickly and decisively. And I know something about how to run emergencies. I ran a heck of a lot of them in New York. If I ran one emergency in New York the way they ran Benghazi, they would have thrown me out of office. And in fact, if I did, I'd have been so embarrassed I would have resigned. So, you have a chance to elect someone who can change all that. You have a chance to say to the media, almost all of whom want Hillary, it is incredible. It's all part of the Washington insiders. Hillary, the Clinton Foundation, the State Department, pay for play, the newspapers. 3 terrible columns all made up about Trump, and then some pretty nice column about Hillary. But you can see through that, right? You can see through that, right through it. We're going to do what they did in England. We're going to do what they did in England when they decided to get out of the EU with Brexit. We're going to stand up for our independence. We're going to stand up for our rights, and we're going to elect Donald Trump and Mike Pence. Thank you, and God bless you, and keep it up!